Good morning. This is Pamela Bluewater and Mary Beth Violette with J&S Biblical Productions, May 26, 2018. Today, we have a minister with us to give a blessing to a dying teacher who is afflicted with multiple gunshot wounds from a recent school shooting for which there seems to be no cure. Welcome, Reverend Palpus P. Pithwood with the Church of the Open Heart.
Greetings.
It's good to have you here, Reverend.
Thank you.
Reverend Pithwood, you were brought here specifically to give your prayers and blessings. Are you able to tell us whether this man will eventually get well or die peacefully and go to heaven? He was in a recent school shooting, and the state politicians have already sent their thoughts and prayers.
Well, Miss Bluewater, it may be something in between. I have brought my deacon with me today to administer the sacred rites and blessings. Raha Gulab Jamun.
Gulab Jamun.
We will call upon all the stars in God's kingdom of heaven and pledge our fervent wishes for his transition to the garden of heavenly delights, if necessary. I will call on all the saints and the most divine portions of the ancient catechisms of Christianity to bring comfort to this poor man's soul.
Wait, Reverend Pithwood, have you read Matthew chapter 5, 33 through 37? Jesus says we must not pledge at all. And he goes on to say, in so many words, not to embellish our prayers with religious lace and mumbo-jumbo. Jesus wants us to be straightforward with no hypocrisy, not like the temple Pharisees of his day.
Miss Violette, if that is your real name, how do you know what Jesus wants or doesn't want? Do you have some kind of secret communication channel with him?
No, just what he tells us on Sermon on the Mount. Matthew chapter 5, 33 through 37. He says, you must not pledge by heaven because it's God's throne. You make things worse by this smoke, holy smoke, pithy, pious utterances like sending our thoughts and prayers. That doesn't cure anyone. And you still haven't answered the question, is this man going to get well or is he going to die?
Miss Violette, we will lay in some incantations in Latin and the gods of Rome.
There you go again. Pledging various gods you don't know or don't care.
Well, what do you want me to do? Swear an oath and summon the Egyptian god of the underworld? This man's life is in their hands now.
I see. So, if he dies, it's God's wishes. And if he lives, it's your holy smoke from your pithy, pious container. You need to go restudy Matthew chapter 5, verse 34. Jesus says we must not pledge at all.
All right. No more pledges. We're going to switch to G-smoke. It's stronger because the incantations are in Greek.
That's like switching from email to Gmail.
No, it's better. We're calling upon the spirits of the Greeks, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle.
Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns.
All right, I think we should get back to basics. The Sermon on the Mount and keep prayers more straightforward to God instead of conjuring up spirits. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no, and leave out the swearing to God through smoke screens of semi-religious, what did you call them, catechisms? This is Pamela Bluewater for J&S Biblical Productions saying we should pay attention to the law of solemn pledges in Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 37, and avoid using the overused cliche, sending our thoughts and prayers for school shootings, which everybody is sick of hearing anyway. Good morning.
What are your thoughts on today's story? We'd like to know. So, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, J&S Authentic Biblical Productions. Whether it's the Word of God through parables, true stories illustrating parables, or true stories in the life of Jesus Christ with commentary, you can see them all by subscribing to the most comprehensive collection of videos of biblical stories for you and your family. Have a blessed day.